I've often talked about Star Essenite. For years I have been. Essenite itself is awesome. Very strong, very powerful stone. But Star Essenite is Essenite that's had star matter put in it. The very first planet in creation in this universe, which is, well, anyway, the name of the spirit inside it, she gave me the name Gaira. Gaeira. I think that's how it is. Anyway, I'm doing better with this extra energy in me, but I'm not. I'm still going. On the way out, the body doesn't get any better. Anyway, so her son, her star was called Raol. It's like, I think it was R-O apostrophe L, or it's in the creation books that I wrote. They're on Amazon right now. JSX Creation. You use that for the search, you'll get there. It's in book number 1. And I think it's mentioned in the other 2 books. Anyway, in the series. Anyway, Roll was blown up, and then as that happened, it took out Gaira. Gaira's planet, she's huge, okay? She was 270 times the mass of Jupiter. Now, you know how big Jupiter is compared to the Earth? Well, take Jupiter and multiply that times 270. And then imagine the Earth against that, like a grain of sand. And she was the one spirit inside there. She was the largest of all of them. She's alive, but her energy is also in the stone. And to understand Star Essenite, first we need to understand Essenite. Essenite is parts of Gaira's planet, and all of Gaira's planet has her energy in it. And it was brought here, pieces of it, when it blew up, when Roll and Gaira, when their bodies blew up. Some of the Gaira's planet came here by itself, and then it came into the Earth long time ago. They say it's the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. Well, that's not how it happened, and carbon dating is a joke. It's worthless, except to have some kind of idea of a chronological order of events. As far as the actual dating, forget it, but it's all we have. Anyway, so it came in. She had a lot of quartz on her planet. I mean, she was a ton of quartz. Her energy, her pieces with her energy in it, the matter came here, and it landed in the Earth. It was flying through space. It gets cold, but then when it goes through the Earth's atmosphere, and this happened years and years ago when there was so much vegetation and oxygen in the atmosphere that it superheated anything that came in. That's why when you look at Star Essenite, I'm going to see if you can see this. It's got tons of little teeny crystals in there because it was superheating when it came in. But the parts that didn't have the star in it, that was just her material, usually crystal, often crystal. When it came in here, it would mix with other parts of the Earth. Excuse the noise. I used to take this, find it, and then I'd tumble it. Here's a piece. It's kind of got a golden hue to it. When you hold Essenite, Gator's energy's in there. To hold any stone, use your fingertips from both hands, feel it, and then open up and have the mindset, I want to feel this energy. I want this energy to come into me. Some people, you hold it, and I don't feel anything, and you don't want to feel anything. Well, when you do that, Gator says, okay, I don't need to go in you. I don't need to help you out. Star Essenite, same thing. So anyway, you hold it, and then our energy it comes in through your upper crowns, goes into your body. And when it does, it goes through the filter. Take a look at this picture right here. This picture is it shows you the spirit, that your spirit outside of the body, and then it goes through a filter and down into your crowns, going into your body. Well, that filter over there, that keeps your energy from coming out of the body, and it also keeps your energy outside of your body asleep and not feeling things, all the drama and tragedy and stuff you go through while you're in a body. Otherwise, everybody in a body would have their energy outside of the body freaking out all over the second and third dimension. Okay, so when you hold a piece of Essenite, then Gator is so strong because she was so huge. She pulls more of that spirit from outside in that balloon. She pulls more of it down through the filter into your body to help balance your energy. Otherwise, you'd be a piece of Gator walking around. So anyway, so it makes you stronger. And then, say this is some beautiful red Essenite, extremely rare. Okay, so you're holding it, and then she's coming in through the crown. You're putting more of you in through the crown because she's in there. Then, when you let go and set it down, then there's no need for that extra energy in there, so it wants to go out. But guess what? It can't. Because that frequency filter, like an umbrella above the head in this picture, right there, it goes through the filter going in, and it's a one-way valve. It can't get out. So that makes you stronger. You have more of yourself in your body. Now, Star Essenite is Essenite. Gator's body mixed with some of the earth, Gaia, but it's got star in it. Some of Roll's star body energy. His energy's in the matter, and depending on who you are, how strong you are, and the quality of the stone, Star Essenite, Essenite is going to crank you up up to 900% more energy in your body. Star Essenite, depending on the piece and who you are, but it'll always go unless you're hurt, sick, or something. Then it leaves you alone. Just like if you don't want to feel it. Then it'll increase it 1400%. So it'll be 12 to 14 times as much power, as much you in your body, which makes you stronger. Also, while this is happening, that energy in there goes through all your different physical energy parts, your pineal, the heart, hypothalamus, yada, yada, yada. And it just starts waking everything up, making you stronger. That's why Star Essenite is the stone of the metaphysical awakening. And don't anybody talk to me about the woke shit. Okay, that's disgusting. That's all it is. It needs to be flushed, and it will be soon. Anyway, okay, so Now, I used to talk about going to a Star Essenite mine and, getting a Star Essenite myself. I didn't buy a piece of property that was, a Star Essenite mine. You could look for one, you won't find it. Some people said you're a fraud and everything else, and I'm like, this is only in the very beginning. And I was like, yeah, whatever, hope you have a good time getting over yourself. There's a place I go and I mine it out. Here's a piece of raw stuff. Now it's in the ground, but hey, I used the pickaxe to get it up. So I consider that mining it. I mean, what do you call it? I was digging it? Well, yeah, but like it was a mine. That's a raw piece of it. We have tons of it. Tons of it. Deanna has so much of that stuff out in Spain, it's crazy. And then there's a ton of Star Essenite that's been found, but mostly around this area, around Georgia and north of us, north of Georgia, a little bit, and then in Spain too. The stuff in Spain is a little more sparkly to it. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, so the Essenite's good for a solid 900. Well, Rolls energy in a Star Essenite, that's good for another 300 plus %. So that's why you hold Star Essenite, it'll start powering you up right away. When people have a lot of lower frequencies in them, they don't like that stuff. You put that, if somebody's especially 37-47% lower frequencies, when you hand them a piece of Star Essenite, they might hold it and then grab it hard and then throw it, or just they won't touch it, or they'll take it, touch it, and throw it. They don't want to be near it. When other people are negative, have a lot of lower frequencies. This is known as peacock ore, bornite, sometimes chalcopyrite, depending on, whatever. We call it unicornite. It's unicorn energy that's literally embedded in the stone, and it came from outside, from outer space, period. I mean, it was sent here to the to the earth, and before it reached it, it was imbued with the unicorn energy. And unicorns can't stand negativity. They get all bent out of shape about it. So, anyway, just want to throw that in there. The energy, the unicorn energy inside the unicornite, peacock ore, bornite, chalcopyrite, yada, 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 it actively attacks any negative energy that's near it. It goes after it. Now, don't get a unicornite sphere, and think you're going to work it and say, I'm going to go to this person and hurt him. No, that doesn't happen. Okay? There's a rare case where it might, but don't ever buy one of those spheres thinking that's going to happen, because though they're awesome spheres, especially when you have negative people around, it screws them up. Buy one, put it in the house, and watch what happens if somebody really negative comes over. They go crazy. I have friends of all kinds. I've met people of all kinds. I care about everyone and everything until they start hurting or abusing other people, and then they mean nothing. My expression has always been, they become less important than ashes left in a fireplace for 6 months. They mean nothing except to be destroyed. So with the Star Essenite, the star energy doesn't pull more of your energy into you, but it goes into you while you're holding it and fires you up and makes you stronger. So the Gaira's energy that's in there in the Star Essenite, she pulls more into you, and that gets locked in. But then the star energy from Raoul, that just fires you up more. I mean, wakes you up, gets you stronger, yada, yada, yada. If you have a piece that's about 10 grams, this is a piece that's been tumbled a little bit. It doesn't like to tumble much, but it will. Because it can be a little bit like brittle, flaky kind of stuff. Depends on the piece. That stone, if you have 10 or more grams on you and one on each pocket, one on each side, that's all you need to start cranking the crap out of yourself. Those of you that know me and you're listening to this video anyway, and talking about this, pulling more of your energy into you, the only energy that's in me that's problematic is what's left inside this bones. My bones, this body. All my actual energy, spirit, and everything has been pulled out. It's just what little bit left I have in here. So what's in me, talking, keeping this body going, is myself from outside, which has already been, I changed my energy to come in here and not get stuck. I don't care if people can say I'm crazy, but I'm sure as hell not stupid. All of us as spirit, we're incredibly intelligent. So when I hold this, it doesn't pull any more of me in there. It's just me going in and out. So, and it's Gaira's energy that does it, and guess who's with me all the time? Gaira and Roll. So anyway, that's why it makes you so strong. That's why it's so important in these spheres. These spheres are incredibly powerful. When you have it sitting somewhere and then you start to take your hands, one on each side, I can only show you one, and you get closer, you'll feel the barrier. You'll feel the barrier, the energy barrier. And as you touch it, as your energy gets up to it, the Star Essenite in there, which cranks up other stones, it also feels your energy, takes some of your energy, builds it up, puts it back in your hands again. It's like a generator. And with Gaira's energy being there, and then plus Roll's energy, but especially Gaira's, it just starts putting more and more into you. There's folks over there, just two of them. There's a lot of them, but just to mention two, Brett and Alexis, they have like 20 something, spheres. They were strong to start with, but they're fracking nuts. I mean, powerful. It's just stupid powerful. Is that the way to say it? I don't know. I don't care to be cool. I just care to be correct. And I care to be free to get to work. I've done all I could through this damn worthless body. Anyway, when I first started waking up and I was getting strong, I was told, hey, get this stone, get some, put it underneath the bed. And I'm like, okay. And I got like, how much? And they said, 25, 50 pounds. So I said, okay, so about things that I know are important, I'm excessive compulsive just to the nth degree. So I went ahead and got 100 pounds. Next thing you know, it was 300 pounds. And you can feel the difference as more of you is pulled into your body to get stronger. That's why we have it in almost all the spheres. Some of the spheres you don't want it in there. You want to use your abilities and flow a certain way. You don't want to just get massive strong. I'm going to do a video in just a minute if I can. I might have to wait till tomorrow because this is the second one today or third one or something, and I'm shot. But I'm going to show you the different stones that you can use to make yourself strong as hell. And I want all of you to be as strong as you can Number one, for yourself, for your own personal strength and protection. Number two, like I said, with the Star Essenite, it actually helps make you stronger, increases your willpower. I mean, there's more you in there. And then plus it's waking up all your abilities. You get stronger. What's inside that body gets stronger. And the more of you that's in there, your spirit is the battery that runs the body. Well, you're going from a size AAA to a size double D battery. I mean, you're getting big. And that just makes you stronger, increases your abilities. In the stone video, there's a part 1 and a part 2. In part 1, I'm going to talk about Star Essenite and the other stones that really crank you up and make you strong. Okay? And then in part 2, and the video part 2, I'm going to talk about different stones that enhance different parts of the body. You know, it's not just to make you strong. Here's one stone. Now, I wet them. They look much nicer. These are all dry and raw. This is some beautiful, oh, for Pete's sake, some beautiful black jasper. My head's going to break. This brain is shot, and I'm putting all this energy through it, and you can't do it without it having an effect on you. Anyway, that helps make you real strong too. And then black onyx and Star Essenite and citrine. You put these stones together, I'll be giving you the combinations and everything. You put them together, damn. I don't think Dan is making necklaces yet at the spiritualfoundation.com. And the stones over there cost more than they will in more than almost any other place. There's places that are more expensive, but not many. The reason why is all those stones, I've cranked them up with my own energy. If I crank up something now, I'd have to crank it up from outside of the body, and I don't need to, because I've cranked up I don't know how many tons of stone. So maybe 9-10 tons of stone. Yeah, I think we're good to go for a while. And once I'm out of the body, I'll be doing all kinds of stuff of my own. But the Anna stones from the Spiritual Foundation will always have my energy in them. But I've taught people, told them and taught them how and where to find Star Essenite when I have these stone classes, like, you know, when I first met my ET buddy, Alan, ET Hybrid. He's got a huge ship, a little better than 4 times the size of Spain. There's another one over the Atlantic that's 8 times bigger than that. It's a manufacturing ship. Everything's going to break out crazy real soon. This body just has to die. I was lucky in my last life. Gandhi, I got shot 4 times. One guy had long-range rifle, and the other guy was right there in my chest 3 times. No such luck this time. I was kept in this body instead of being able to get out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm hanging on the edge right now. Okay. Well, that's why Star Essenite is so powerful. When I first found it, and I could feel the energy and everything else, I thought about it, and I heard about this at a certain rock show where there was a gemologist, and I took it down to him, and I said, would you look at this? You know, first I bought some of his stones, which is really cool. He had some real neat storolite, which is fairy cross, you know, he had had a lot of stones. I bought what I could, but then I handed him a piece of Star Essenite, a nice raw piece, and I said, would you please look at this? And give me your opinion of what it is. And he put his little visor down with the lights on, and he spent some time looking at it, and he didn't say anything right away. And then all of a sudden he blurted, a bunch of stuff out. It's this, compress this, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. I said, okay, I don't know anything about the mineral stuff and metal, whatever it is. But I know, see, and feel energy, and this was a star and a planet that blew up, and pieces of it that came here, and he just looked at me kind of weird, almost annoyed, and he said, "That's what I said. It's literally star matter. When a star explodes, compresses, and explodes, this is what it's like. That's why the crystals are like that." So I've had other people look at it, and it's basically the same thing. This dude knew what he's doing. He'd been around stones all his life and had all the schooling and everything. But it doesn't matter. I see it for myself. I know. I talk to them. And I've sold Star Essenite to people before, and they'll sell some, give some away, and then they're gone. It's empty. And then there's nobody that, people don't understand it. They can't find it except for the spiritualfoundation.com. And unless you find it on unless you find it yourself, and it's like it's not as rare as diamonds, but unless you're in the right area, it's hard to find. But then next thing you know, if you go in the right area, it's just loaded. Crap, it's sliding through that. This damn brain is mush. The energy I'm running through this thing is stronger, but it's still, mud is mud. Oh yeah, so when I was doing these stone classes, I give everyone a little piece. That's part of it. The classes were, the class with the free stone was less than what the stone sells for. I was trying to get people going, trying to help people, but and plus eat, take care of all my animals. But anyway, I told the people in the class where they could go. I showed them the stone, taught them what to look for, told them how to feel it, and then I said, "Go there. You'll find it on the ground. It's one of the places where a batch of it came in from, from space." So they go and feel it, and then like I was in the Phoenix and Dragon store or whatever, and this lady came up to me. It was just in one of my classes, and she said, "Would you please crank up this piece of Star Essenite for me?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So I cranked it up for her, but she said, "I went to that place, me and a few other people in the class, we went to that place you told us about, and we found some more Star Essenite, and it's good, but you know what? It's not near as, and it's really powerful, but it's not near as powerful as yours." That's because I take my source energy and put it in there. Deanna is source. Her spirit, who she's inside, came from Lily and I, and for some strange reason, she's like 99.3% female, and then the rest is just some of my energy, male energy. But spirit. But her energy, 40% of her energy is mine. I don't know how that happened, but that's how it happened. And being with me for I don't know how many years, over 8 years. It just kept cranking her up, and then all the Star Essenite and everything. Oh, she's a powerhouse. She's a freak. So she and I have been putting the energy and everything, selling it, and you can feel it. If you can feel energy, you can feel it. But it's like that lady said. It's just stuff we found is great, beautiful, love it, very strong, but it's not near what yours is, and that's because it wasn't cranked up. And all these spheres, every one of them, Deanna cranks them up. She makes them. All the stone and all these things, I've cranked them up. When I cranked up people, I've gone to them and actually cranked up their house. Everything, and all the stones around there, the animals around there. A lot of people would say, you know, this guy's so full of shit. And then I touch them, go in their brain and touch them and change them, and they're like, shit. This can't be real. Scientists, geneticists, doctors. I cranked up a guy in the hospital, one of the medical staff. He was sitting down. I cranked him up from a few feet away, and he got up and ran. And then he stopped, turned around, and came back, and he said, sorry about that. It's just kind of freaked me out. I'm real, you're real. What I'm going to do, what's about to happen, it's very real. So go find it for yourself. Cheap. It's in sporadic places here and there. I can't even remember the name of the. It's a park where this stuff was before. It's in off Pleasant Hill. In I don't know. It's in Gwinnett County. But anyway, Deanna has it. She can sell it. And with the Star Essenites, you have the regular Essenite. We call it high crystal because it is. It's almost pure crystal, teeny little crystals. And this is the same stone when you tumble it a little bit. That was just done so I put it in my pocket without cutting myself up because it's kind of sharp. It can be so much sharp edges. When I say cut myself up, excuse me. It's kind of, a strong edge. So you put it in your pocket, it's going to rub on you and, give you a sore. And here's another piece. This is a piece that came off of something that I had mined out myself. Then that's the regular Star Essenite. Now, this Dragon Egg Star Essenite. Here's a little piece. If you look at it, the whole thing has a coating. It's so damn strong. When it came here through the atmosphere, it really heated up. And then it left. It leaves a strange kind of coat on it. And the coat actually has... It's like an eggshell, but it's got energy, a different kind of energy in it. It's stronger than regular Star Essenite, especially for males. Here's a pin now. The difference between Dragon Egg Star Essenite and Star Essenite, it isn't huge, but there is a difference. The Dragon Egg is a little bit stronger, but not a ton. I mean, they're both strong as hell. And then there's Crystal Dragon Egg Star Essenite. Now this can have edges on it that will slice you to death. Just cut you up. It won't slice you to death. I would have made a home. This stuff is beautiful, but this is the Star Essenite is the strongest energy stone there is in creation, not just on the earth, in creation. Now the Crystal Dragon Egg Star Essenite, it's called Dragon Egg because if you look at this, you see where it's got that brown cover on it, and then you see over here where it's clear. These things are crystal. It's pure crystal inside. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you some pictures, larger pictures of some of the larger parts of this stone. There's a certain place where I've gone to get this stuff. Here's another one. You can see where it's cracked, but inside is crystal. I got one that was a 66 pounder, and then another one that's 167 pounds, I think. 170 pounds, I don't know. It's huge. Here's another piece. This stuff is very high vibration. Then I put source in it and just go nuts on it. This is the piece, I call it muddy Essenite, because it looks like a stone made out of mud. It's just Essenite, but it's relaxing. You hold it with your fingertips like that, and it'll just kind of calm you down. Stone doesn't affect me the same way as it used to, because it's not going through the body. It just goes, my energy grabs it right away when it goes into the body. And just in case you don't see the other video, we have some black onyx. See, it's got a little brown on it. Black onyx, when you flex your arm and you make a muscle, that's what black onyx does to the energy in your core. And your body just kind of flexes it. But mostly right around the core. Now, you get some dragon jasper. It's like I'm missing part of the name. I gotta hurry up and get done with this. But it's a Dragonstone Jasper. Dragonstone Jasper takes your energy from the outskirts and starts compressing it into your core. Where the black onyx is already in there, and it's relative to Black Panther energy. It's not these idiots running around, all these different human groups. They're all nuts, all of them. And it pulls the energy in, and then the Dragonstone Jasper, it grabs stuff from farther out and pulls it in, so you're condensing it. And then, let's see, what did I have this? And then, I'll have to make this video tomorrow. All of them, I'm afraid. And then you take some citrine. The darker the color, the more condensed and strong it is, but sometimes that's not what you need. Sometimes what you need is a piece like this. And this is beautiful. I love citrine. Citrine focuses, and it also cleans energy. Gets out frequencies that are all screwed up and everything. Other crap hanging around, it cleans it, gets rid of it. So it focuses it, making it even stronger. So when you have Dragonstone Jasper, Black Onyx, and the citrine together, that's strong as hell. That's strong as hell. That is how you power up your body. And if you have the stones in your pocket, that's wonderful. But for those of you that Deanna's already made necklaces for, and like I said, she's not making them right now because she's still trying to unpack some of her stuff. Anyway, moving to another country is a lot. And but that's unreal what it'll do for your body. And then you get a pendant that's got the Star Essenite in it too, and wear that on top of it. Necklaces are great because it's stone energy that goes around your spirit core, so it's just feeding all of it. It's equal, but you don't have to have it like that. It works just fine. Not being a necklace, it's just a necklace is a little more thorough. Unless you have like a sphere, you have one of these hanging around, it just cranks the hell out of you. If it starts giving you a headache, you just put it farther away. I had someone tell me once, Star Essenite, that no stone could, make you strong or anything. And I said, okay, well, whatever. You don't see, hear, and feel, know, or understand. So I would expect you to say nothing else. And she was a lawyer. And but she said, but I really like this big piece. It was a big, river tumbled piece of Star Essenite. And she said, I'm getting a headache. I don't know what's got. I just got a headache for some reason. I said it was my stone. I didn't give it to her to keep. So I said, okay, hold on a minute, and then give me the stone. She didn't want to give it to me. I said, give me the stone. I took it and set it aside. And I said, thanks. Just let it be for a minute. And then I looked at her and I could see where the energy's feeling better. I said, how do you feel now? She goes, well, better. I don't have a headache anymore. I said, okay, here you go. Here's the stone again. So she's grabbing the stone, holding it, and she got a headache again. I said, I told you that energy. Some people, no matter what you do, they refuse to understand. She called me up one time. She lived 45 minutes away from where I'm at, and she called me up and said, my neighbors, there was a big storm last night. My neighbor's dog took off. And we're trying to find it, and we're worried about him. A beautiful white shepherd and everything, or husky, something like that. I can't remember anymore. And I said, okay. So I got in the car and I went down there, and I looked around. I felt him, and I called out to him, metaphysically, reached him, and told him to come home. And she said, where is he? I said, well, he's out here somewhere there towards the backyard, out in that field. He's out there, and he's going to come back, but he's not feeling too good. Something's wrong. And she goes, well, what? I don't know what to tell the owner and everything. I'm like, whatever. Have the owner come over, I'll tell him. So I told him, your dog will be here in about an hour and 20 minutes. Hour and 20 minutes, the dog was back. Imagine that. How the hell did that happen, huh? I told him, I said, man, you're very strong seer. I said, you have hawks all over you all the time. And he freaks out. I love hawks, and they're all over the place. Every time I go somewhere, there's a hawk looking at me. I'm like, telling people about what their dead relatives and stuff tell me about them, and tell them that there's no way anybody could know. And sometimes people they refuse to understand. You can't do anything, and why should you? Why should you feel you have to? Just be you, help yourself, get stronger and everything. And as soon as I get out of this body and I start tearing everything apart, that's when they need your help. But the single best stone for this is Star Essenite. A couple of 10 or more gram pieces in your pocket would be great. Deanna has some of the stuff tumbled. I've already cranked it up, and she'll be sending it from Spain. She'll crank it up, but she has a minimum order over there. I don't know what it is, $70-80 or something. It should be more, not to sound like a jerk, but you got to pay so much with Spain, the way they do things over there, selling stuff. I mean, you got to pay out the ears. It's stupid. The shipping is crazy. The only people who get free shipping is China. China. Say goodbye to them, too. Anyway, so that's Star Essenite. That's why it's so strong. That's what it does for your body and for your spirit, your metaphysical spirit within the body. It pulls more of you in there, starts waking up all your body organs and everything. The pineal organ is made so that part of your own personal energy can move through it and be able to focus, to see things, telekinesis, screw that, that's not real. Telepathy, that's what it does. Your energy flows through that organ, and it enhances that energy while it's coming out of the body to help you. There's the pineal field. There's the scanner field. It's like a vision field, and then there's the scanner up here. This, if you go up here where the head's a little bit flat and then it breaks to go down right there, that's the scanner, the main part of the scanner. So I just want you all to be as strong as you can be. If that's what you want to, that's how you do it. Okay, I don't crank people up anymore. I can't. It's all about me getting the hell out of here and not staying. I can't do crap while I'm here. I need to get, and it's happening. I got rub marks all over the walls trying to walk from one place to another. Crutches. Just can't quite die yet. The body. But it's coming. So in the meantime, that's one thing you can do for yourself. Once you know what it is, you can make yourself stronger, and you can talk with your spirit guides and just ask, where is this stuff? The rune cards, tarot cards, but the rune cards we made, it's all about communicating with your spirit guides. I'm done. I'm cooked. I forgot to mention in the video that Star Essenite works so well that after you've had it a while, anywhere from one, depending on how much access you give yourself to it or it to you, anywhere from 1 to 6 months while you've had it. After you've had it 1 to 6 months, all of a sudden you'll start noticing that it doesn't feel, usually after a month, you start to feel like it doesn't give you the same oomph that it used to. You feel the energy, and again, it's, this is just a big piece that's easy for me to grab. Use your fingertips at both points. Your energy comes in and out of your palms and your fingertips, in and out. People say, receive with the left, give with the right. That's a basic normal flow, like when the engine's at idle. Your energy goes in and out of both hands, okay? So I'm not trying to cut anyone down. I'm telling you what's real, okay? You don't need to believe me. I'm giving you good information, and I'm trying to make you stronger and prepare you for what I'm about to do as soon as I dump this damn body, okay? Now, you feel it, and you feel that surge and the energy, and it feels great. And then after a month, or if you're not using it, after maybe 6 months, if using it much, staying away from it, after about 6 months' time, you start to realize it doesn't hit you as much. And, it's only happened 2, maybe 3 times since I started doing this almost about 10 years ago, whatever. Excuse me. Less than that, anyway. People have said, Jay, I think you need to crank it up again, because it's lost its energy. And I said, no, it hasn't. Spirit, who you really are, you're trapped in a physical body, okay? And when the body finally dies and you come out, then you're yourself again. You live forever. You have to be destroyed. And the only thing that can do that is me. Out of body, Ara. Lily could if she wanted to, but she doesn't do that at all. She does the opposite. Anyway, excuse me. That same energy, not the spirit, but the energy that comes off the spirit, is what goes into all these stones. You're forever. I'm forever. That's the way it is. That energy that goes into the Star Essenite, the spheres and everything else, that's forever. So when you feel like that, I've told people, take your energy, your sphere, or whatever you have, and go to someone else, go to a stone store, and find someone who can feel stones. And if they say they can, and then they can't feel the sphere by putting their hands like this closer to it, and you go very slow until you feel the energy field, you're going to feel it. This is real. This is as real as this tired old fart with a bald head talking to you. It's as real as who you really are inside, spirit, sentient energy that's eternal. Beautiful, incredibly intelligent beings. So anyway, some are nasty. I'll be out of the spot in no time. Going to kill all of them, destroy them. And if they can feel that, holy mackerel, that you're going to see their eyes open up like, holy shit, what is this? Then you know for yourself. That's not me telling you. That's not you having faith in what I say. That's you knowing for yourself that this is real. And the reason why you don't feel it as much is because you're stronger. If a person, when I was a kid, I started lifting weights at 6. I was a bit of a freak, sports and everything else. I'm a hybrid, okay? Elon Musk's a hybrid. I'm a hybrid for a different reason. We're all hybrids because almost there's. All right, now there's a little more. There was 38 people on the planet that didn't have reptilian DNA in there. Now there's 52, and 2 more that shuttle back and forth from a ship, a starship. Anyway, everyone's got the Anunnaki reptilian type DNA in them. It's part of who we are. It's part of the physical human body now. Started a long time ago. It's in the books. Anyway, the book's going to be out in like 8 different languages to start, and then it'll go towards 20 different languages once I'm out of here. And my buddy Alan takes over. Anyway, so the stone doesn't stop. You don't recharge it. It's like when I crank people up, it feels so good. People say, "Damn, do it again." When I do it, it's complete. It's one time. Can't fit any more of you in there. Okay, I wanted to sneak that in there before I made the video. I forgot to do it in the video earlier. Alright folks, love you, take care. That's Star Essenite. That's why it's so powerful and so important to anyone who really wants to wake up who they are inside and put more of them in, and put more of their own selves inside their body. You want to be all you can be. That's how you start. Eat good, take care of yourself. Folks, love you. Have a good one.